The game has completely changed for yoga teachers in the past 2 to 3 years. And in this video, I'm going to show you how the game has changed and why 2023 is the best time to be a yoga teacher ever. But I'll also show you one huge problem. The one thing that is keeping so many from using this awesome time that we're in. Hey, my name is Andy Zoltan, and today I'm going to start with some real talk. I am not a yoga teacher. I'm not even very good at yoga, to be honest, but I'll tell you something that I am good at. I know how to help yoga teachers like you create an audience, and I know how to help you turn this audience into income, because I've done it with my company do.com and with tons of creators and yoga teachers, and I want to help you do it too, because I know a ton of yoga teachers out there are broke or struggling, and I don't want you to be one of them. So there are 3 massive shifts that have happened for yoga teachers in the past 2 to 3 years, and they're related to money, authenticity, and freedom. And I'm going to walk you through these 3 things in this video. So let's talk about money first. In 2023, you can make a lot more money as a yoga teacher than you could 5 or 10 years ago. And I mean a lot. And the main reason is not that social media is huge now or anything like that. The real reason is that technology is getting so good and so easy to use that it's completely changing the online world. Now you can create a complete online business in a day. No coder, no designer, no money needed. You can do all of that stuff, or most of that stuff, for free actually. Like, for example, if you need a website, there's Squarespace. If you need an online shop, there's Shopify. And if you need a video streaming app, there's Vimeo. All these apps have free plans. They're super easy to use and anybody can do it. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. What about creating content? Your phone shoots better videos than some DSLR cameras that are thousands of bucks, and it's always in your pocket, right? And if you don't know what to say in your videos, well, just put your thoughts into an AI engine like ChatGPT and it'll write crazy accurate YouTube scripts or blog posts or whatever kind of content it is that you need for you. And I'm not kidding, you should check it out. It's scary accurate. But it doesn't even stop there, because right now you can learn any skill you like for free on YouTube. Whatever you want to know, how to shoot a yoga video, how to build your email list, how to turn your followers into customers, all that stuff is available for you for free on YouTube. And let me tell you this, social media has always been there to help you grow your community, right? Facebook is nothing new, but it was very difficult to really make use of your followers, to monetize your followers and help them get more of you, right? To buy something from you. Now we have all these platforms that enable and empower you to do this for free without you having to have any knowledge about coding, designing, or even investing a lot of money. Today, you can start building a business in minutes. And here is why this is such a big deal for you as a yoga teacher. Today, it's not just the big shot influencers and companies anymore that make all the money online. You do not need 200,000 followers to create an online business and become financially independent as a yoga teacher anymore. And I know this because we work with tons of teachers who are crushing it, and they've all started pretty much with nothing, using a lot of the tools that I just mentioned. So the thing is, earning your income online has already become the norm. Whether you like it or not, this is the future for all yoga teachers, and that's why this is an awesome time to be a yoga teacher. You can build your own tribe and become financially free on your own terms. So teaching yoga doesn't have to be a low-paid side hustle anymore, as it is for a lot of yoga teachers. You can actually make serious money, and at the very least, you can make a living sustaining your family and lifestyle and live a fulfilled life that you love. And that brings me to the second way that the game has changed for yoga teachers, and that is about authenticity. All right, so let me start like this. In the past, it was very difficult to be your unique self as a yoga teacher while also being financially successful, because most yoga studios or gyms don't want you to be unique, right? They just want you to be a teacher at their studio and to satisfy as many people as possible, right? It makes sense, they're a business and they got to keep the lights on. And it used to be the same on social media as well. Like I said, it used to take a huge following to be able to make it as an online yoga teacher. And so you had to kind of serve everyone, make everyone happy, which meant you'd end up being very generic and not very unique. But because today technology empowers you and makes running your business infinitely easier, you just need a small group of diehard fans to make a comfortable living online. And here's why this is such a game changer. The ones truly winning online are not big brands and marketers anymore. It's people like you, authentic, real humans with real thoughts, opinions, and edges, because you're the only ones who are able to get people interested enough to give you their attention. You're the only ones who are able to create real connections. And you might have noticed this too. It's super duper hard for big brands to do this because modern consumers, like you and me actually, are just too used to it. Like they see right through the bullshit. Case in point, the people who are totally crushing it right now all fit this description, like Liv and Leggins, David Robson, Daniel Rama. This is the new generation of creators, and they all have one thing in common. They all made it by being real and authentic. And they started where you might be right now. So we talked about money and authenticity. Now let's talk about the third way that the game has changed for teachers, and that is related to freedom. So let me tell you something about Liv, David, and Rama. Last time I spoke to David, he was sitting in a cab in Mysore, India. When I spoke to Liv, she was traveling somewhere, I think in Portugal, and Rama was at a beach in Mexico when he sent me this video. And by the way, he told me he wasn't wearing any pants when he shot this, so if that's not freedom, I don't know what is. Anyway, so you know what all of these guys were doing while they were traveling the world? They were making money. And you know, that's funny because being a yoga teacher used to be an alternative career. Like nobody did this to become financially successful or financially free, right? And that was for a simple reason, because it just wasn't possible to be financially free and make a lot of money as a yoga teacher in the past. And so anybody who chose to be a yoga teacher was automatically kind of an outsider, right? Because they didn't fit this picture of get a job, pay taxes, and shut up. But here's the thing, that world of get a job, pay taxes, and shut up is disappearing because less and less people want to be corporate slaves. And more importantly, because technology is making a lot of those jobs and a lot of that work completely obsolete. Like I was talking about AI before, right? I mean, these things are real developments and they're impacting the nature of work. So the new world is not made for corporate slaves that just execute orders that can be done by an AI, for example. The new world favors individuals who are able to do three things: create connections, help people, and be real. And that's exactly why Liv, David, and Rama are so successful, because that's literally all they do, right? And that gives them the ultimate freedom, not just to go anywhere they want, but also to be themselves. And look, this describes you too. If you are a yoga teacher, you know now that you can thrive doing what teachers do: create connections, help people, and be real. This is why now is a great time to be a yoga teacher. And I'm sure for some of you guys this isn't new, but I also know that there are some people out there who needed to hear this. And I hope it helps you realize how much potential there is in creating something meaningful as a yoga teacher. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning of this video. Remember I told you there's one thing that is keeping many of you guys from crushing it? Okay, so here's the deal. There's one thing you need to do in order to make use of this opportunity, all the stuff that I talked about in this video. And if you do not do this thing, you won't succeed in this new world, no matter how real you are. You absolutely, without a doubt, have to become a creator, because the only way for you to start showing your unique self, create connections, and help people is if you create something and put it out there. But hear me out, okay? For some of you guys, I'm sure that's a no-brainer, no problem. You just go and do it, and that's perfect. But I also know a lot of you guys hesitate because you're scared or you feel like you're not good enough. And I get it. I've been there myself. So I want to tell you two things that are going to make it a lot easier for you, okay? Number one, being a creator does not mean that you need to shoot videos of yourself talking or photos of yourself doing yoga or whatever on the beach. There are a million ways to create and help people. You can write, you can tweet. Twitter has like 500 million users. Podcasts are huge. You can interview people and you don't even have to show your face. The options are limitless. And the thing is, it's not about doing what everyone else is doing, right? We're talking about being authentic and being unique. It's about making connections and helping people in whatever way that you do it best. And here's number two. Don't mistake a creator for an influencer. A creator becomes an influencer on some level at some point, but not all influencers are creators. A creator is someone who creates value, who has a skill or a talent that they share. An influencer is just a general term for anyone with an audience online, okay? So forget the word influencer and maybe even forget the word creator, okay? Don't label yourself, it's just gonna hold you back. All you need to do is be a person that creates. And if you do this starting now consistently for a year or two, you'll never have to worry about being broke or struggling as a yoga teacher again. And you're not alone, because I'll tell you much more about this stuff in future videos, okay? And that's all. 10-second recap. The game has changed massively in favor of yoga teachers because you can make a lot more money now thanks to technology. And being your authentic self isn't a roadblock anymore, it's actually a superpower. The new world favors creators who are real, who can connect with people, and who solve problems, which is exactly what a yoga teacher does anyway. Okay, so if you want to get started creating right now, I've got another free video with an exact step-by-step action plan and a blueprint on how to get started, and you can get that via the link below. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I super appreciate you all and hope that you found tons of value in this video today. If you want more, feel free to subscribe by the link below. In any case, I'll see you next time. Peace. And hey, go create something.